Hello, everybody. Okay, so basically, what it was, I would say a couple of years ago now, I was trying to find ways of making passive ISK, so money that would make ISK that it would make in the background, which didn't really require any much effort, and then I could focus on having a little bit more fun, doing bits of industry, bits of ratting, bits of this and a bits of that, but not having to be out in null second chasing those ticks all the time. So there was two strategies. One, we had a C2 or C1 and C2 wormhole, and we were making a ridiculous amount of ISK. If you ever get a chance to go and do that, doing PI and wormholes, really you have to go and do it. It is absolutely worth the attention that it demands. Because you can really pull some serious ISK. I have a friend that could easily pull 3 billion, 4 billion a month just doing PI. So it's definitely worth it. It takes quite a bit to get set up, but yeah, that's for another video. I do actually have a video on PI if you want to check back, but that's not what we're here for. So, SP farming. So basically, the idea of SP farming is you have skill points. So if you're a new player, you're not too sure what all the details of this. So this is your skill catalogue. The strategy for skill farming is to get enough skill points to extract using skill extractors the fastest way possible. So the way I do it, I don't have a skill plan set as such. I've got this running on 3 characters now, and basically you need to train. So I go into navigation, and then I train jump fuel conservation. Now, each skill extractor, so we can do 4 a month. We'll extract 500,000 skill points. So 500,000 times 4 is 2 million. So I have a skill, junk fuel conservation, which will do 2 million skill points at around about 55 skill points a minute. Which is quite fast. Some videos I've seen are about 42, 44 skill points a minute, but these will pull about, I think it's 53 or 55 skill points a minute with implants. Not big implants, but just your standard implants. Obviously, the higher the implants that you go, the more investment that you put into it, the faster these skills will train. So if you basically go for jump fuel conservation, do all the requirements that it says, doesn't actually require that much. Science 5, navigation 5, warp drive operation 5. So it doesn't actually require that much. So you don't have to go through the whole skill tree on your alt to do this. It's literally just these skills. The bonus for using these 2 skills is once you have sort of the core skills, there's another one here called jump portal generation, which takes a little bit more of getting into. So you need the astrometics level 5 and all these ones at level 5. But however, what you can do, because obviously it uses the same attributes, if you decide that you want to do a solid farm for 3 months, you can literally set jump fuel conservation in level 5 and jump portal generation in level 5, and you will get, when you come out of it, you will get about 8 injectors worth, maybe 9 worth of ISK. So that's that. So that's the skill training plan. So I go for jump fuel conservation and jump portal generation. Not on this character, but on my other 3 characters. That's what I'm doing. Now, here's the tricky part. So that's the skills. So the tricky part is the profit margin. Now, this you have to be a little bit careful with. Now, we need skill extractors. Now 6 skill extractors, as you can see there, is 2 billion. Now we only need 4, so let's for this exercise, so we're going to separate 4 out. Now, to get 4 skill extractors, you're talking 1.4 billion. So there is an element of risk and investment. So if you were doing this on a monthly basis, you would basically have to farm 1.4 billion worth of ISK. Now, in this day and age, it's not that hard to do 1.4 billion, but it is still a challenge. And one would argue, is it worth it? Well, for me, because I have so many, well, I don't have so many characters, but let's say I've got 3 alts farming. So if you take a calculator, 1.4 billion times 3 characters, that's quite a lot of ISK to make up to extract. So because of the kind of stuff that I do, I buy the injectors with the extractors with Plex sometimes, which gives me, it frees things up a little bit. But some players may not be able to do that, because obviously I do that because I farm and buy Plex as an investment sometimes. So it's always worth noting that to get skill extractors with Plex is sometimes worthwhile, because I'll show you why. So having liquid ISK is good, but also buying Plex with the liquid ISK when prices are low is also another good thing. But that can also carry its risks in itself, because you could lose money. So obviously, seek financial advice, so to speak. So, skill extractors, approximately a bit more expensive in Jita. 350 million if you want to go out to perimeter. It's a little bit cheaper. So you can actually do this. You don't have to buy all 4 injectors at once. You could say farm 350 million's worth of ISK, buy an injector, extract, sell. Buy an extractor, extract the skills, sell the injector, and you can build it up that way. And you can do that over the course of the month. So 350 million ISK is quite easy to attain. So we've already got the extractors. So here's what we're going to do. So we activate skill extractor, and then we go into the skill plan. Still getting used to this new skill overview. I do like it though. So then what we want to do is drag our skills aside, and then we must be in a capsule, and then we don't need to drag. We can drag. So we'll drag jump fuel conservation in, and then we'll extract, and we can do that one. We need to enable each extractor, so we're going to do that 4 times. 1, 2, bring that in, extract, basically 4 times. So then I'm training Precursor Weapon 5 at the minute. Okay, so we need to drag each level in. There we go. So it leaves us at about level 2.5. And basically we've done that. We've done our farming. Then all we do is we just drag them back in. Job done. So we've got there 33 days. And if you look here, so that says 35.5 skill points a minute. I would imagine I am not on a so I'm not on my boosted implant. If I show you my other character that's doing it, you will see 50 something skill points. So it actually doesn't take 44 days. It takes more like 31. So just a little over a month. Okay, but this is the other character that's ready, so there we go. So then we get 4 injectors. Now, this is another important thing if you're selling at Jita. So you must make sure that if you go into trade, and you see this accounting skill here, where it's actually 0, this is very important as well, and I'll show you why. So this is another perfect example of why this is important. So if we have a look at the sales tax, so if we was going to sell this item, we want 3 months. So we bought the injectors for 1.4. We're going to sell them for 2.5, 2.6, and we're going to make 2.3 billion with taxes, and that is approximately a margin of about 1 billion. But it's free money effectively. So we made 1 billion profit if we sold them at that price. Now, if you look here, the tax is 206 million. Now, on items like this, it's very important that you have this accounting skill trained, and we'll show you. I can show you straight away. So I'm just gonna not do that. I'm going to just apply skill points here. 750. Oh, trade level 4. Maybe we're not going to do that then. So, okay, 37255. I remember why now. I think have I got some skill points I can use here? No. It's okay, I've got some down here. So, we're going to apply this. 750. So, remember the 206 million. 3493. 19757. 111765. We'll put the rest into that. Pause that, and we'll just put the rest into there. 1 2 1. Sorry, just doing a little bit of skill maintenance while I'm there. Okay. So now, if we have a look here, now, so we see 206 million. So we're going to cancel that. Sell. Look. 115,799. So we've just saved ourselves nearly 100 million. But look at our profit margin now. Now our profit margin has gone up. Now we're going to get 2.715. Now that's if we sell them at 646,200. So now there's another exercise to do here. So we look at the large skill injectors and we see actually 646,200 is actually too cheap. So that's okay if you're selling injectors at perimeter, but we're not. Now there's a fundamental thing here. The reason why people sell injectors at perimeter is because it's a trading tower. I think it's a structure. Yeah, it's a structure. So there's no tax. Okay, so you do make a little bit more. Well, when I say there's no tax, the taxes are lower. So that's why things are cheaper in perimeter and prices are inflated in Jita. Now, generally, people don't really bother with going to perimeter to buy skill injectors. They jump clone to Jita, they buy skill injectors at Jita, inject the characters, and hop out. That's generally the consensus. So here we look again, 691,900, and we've got 646. So I always go 1 million less than the lowest bidding price because I'm quite happy with that. I'm not too bothered. And look what we've done again. So now we're on 2.578. So we've gone from 2.3 where we've had a billion profit to now 1.2 billion profit. So we've effectively doubled the amount of money that we're going to get in from our skill extractors. So it's well worth it. It's basically doubling your risk, you know, in a non-scammy way. So that's that. So we'll put them on the market. They may sell for that overnight. They might not. They sometimes do. But important to also note as well, if you're not actually strapped for time or risk, see, it's always good to look at the market. See, the market is actually on a downtrend at the minute, so we might be at a push to sell them for 690. They normally sell for about between 630 and 650, but they seem to be in a demand at the minute. So they're about 680. We might get them at 690. If not, no problem. We can sell them at 670 and we can still make a good deal of ISK. Alright, so I did promise that I would do this video for one of the chaps in our Discord, which should give you an insight. It's really simple. If you want to do it my way, you can always do it someone else's way if you want to. It's also, I'm not actually sure if I've got my attributes remapped. Intelligence and memory. Let's just check. Intelligence and perception. So we need to remap that. So we can remap that. Take that out and go perception. Save changes. Got 12 months, that's fine. And then we'll buy some implants. See, we've already shaved. We've just shaved. Oh, we did shave a little bit off before, but we shaved a little bit of time off. So it's really, really key. If you want to do it my way, you can do it someone else's way. They may have a better way. Is basically concentrate on jump fuel conservation. The requirements are here. And then once you've done those requirements, drop those in for a month. and go from there. It is more beneficial to do this on a character that's already got high SP, that you don't necessarily, well, this isn't high SP, but it's not my main character, so I'm not too bothered. I just train and inject skills as I need to. So it's always worth doing on a character that you either don't use or has already got high SP and you've got him trained where you want him to, or her to. That's pretty much it. So that's skill farming from my perspective. If there is any better ways of doing it, please let me know. I would really like to improve on this if I can, but this is the best way that I have found personally. So if there is a better way, you obviously can extend these out. You can also extend it out with all the navigation skills that you need. Jump, drive, calibration probably as well would do it, and that's it. So drop me a comment down below, like, subscribe and all that usual stuff. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.